Hello everyone, welcome back for more Let's Play Octopath Traveler 2. Joining me is StarPrincessHLC
Clockmaker rights!
and JKLantern.
Clockmakers aren't people.
They think they're people. Anyway.
Porticio loves himself a drink.
Yeah, well, he grew up in an old west
been a long
town.
road.
Him and Kazan get along great.
It's been a long road getting from there to here. It's been a long time, but my
master is the one
time
who
is
invented the first
finally
steam engine,
here.
you know. We hailed from a coal mining town past its prime. Our minds had all been exhausted, and times were tough.
Boy, if that don't ring for Porticio.
Yep.
We wanted to find a way to revitalize our dying town. That's when my master came up with the idea for the steam engine. But we didn't have the capital, and our research stalled at the development phase.
That's when Mr. Roque showed up, wasn't it?
We owe him so much. He invested in us, employed us.
Exploited us.
It's been 8 years. And now, finally, our shared dream has tangible results.
8 years, you say?
I remember what you said to me, Floyd. If we can mass produce the steam engine, the world's manufacturing capability will expand tremendously. Prosperity for all, and all will benefit, you said.
I believe steam will save my hometown, and all the other places out there that share its fate.
It'd prove all your master's blood, sweat, and tears were worth it, huh? It'll happen, Floyd.
Only because of your help, Porticio. Ah, shoot. It's about time for the boss to come by for his inspection.
Floyd, you may want to sit this one out.
Oh, you're going to see Mr. Roque? Can I tag along?
Apparently Blackjack
I'll go on
wants to
ahead.
tag along too.
I'll let him know you want to see him. Come by whenever you're ready.
Hey there, can I have the bill? No need for change. I'm feeling generous today.
Better!
This is not the last time they talk about coffee.
So we finished stopping by the McDonald's, I see.
Yeah.
Not a fan of alcohol. Strapping physique. There's the cannon, folks.
If Oswald is canonically jacked.
I mean, he spent 5 years in prison with very little else to do but get freaking buff.
That would explain why he doesn't have much MP.
Well, he does for me because I've equipped him to give him a bunch of skill points.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when he started out, he had hardly anything.
Oh yeah, he didn't have much. You're asking him how he trains? He doesn't. Actually. Not that I'm worried about getting a game over or anything, but, you know. I swear they use that head on so many people.
They really
That head
do.
and that hairstyle.
They use a lot of repeated sprite work.
And it's gone. They've already taken it out of here, I see.
That steam engine we finished. It was right here. Where could it have gone? I don't see Floyd around either.
Something tells me they snuck it out of here so they could yell at Floyd about it and take all the credit for themselves.
You there, what are you doing here?
Hold on a sec. There's a good explanation for this.
No, there's not. Intruder! Intruder alert!
Howdy there, friend.
Time to shine. My axe is sharp. Let's go.
I got so much mileage out of Sweeping Cleave in this game.
It's a good axe attack.
It is.
Come on then.
Here goes. Catapult, go, go, go! Ooh-wee. Time to divvy up the earnings.
Porticio with yet another stylish hat.
Yep.
If only he could have a better one, but such a thing can't exist.
Oh, darn. Something smells fishy. Time to explore this here factory some more.
Yeah, and hope that Floyd's okay. As I don't like what this could mean for Floyd. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Let's have ourselves a showdown.
They're wind-based, so I don't know what wind is immediately weak to, but lightning's a good guess, usually.
All right. My axe is sharp.
Yeehaw! Arrow of fortune.
Right. Ow!
On the rooftops, I see.
On the rooftop, reindeer paws, out comes good old Santa Claus.
All right.
These are the... Where have I run into these before? I've run into them somewhere, I just don't know where.
My axe is sharp. Let's go. Come on then. All right. Now let's grab some food.
I mean, I don't need the 7,000 right now, but I won't turn it down.
Eh,
You always need the 7,000.
Let the experiment begin.
Yeehaw!
Did I run into these things in the clock tower? I wouldn't think so.
I think you might have.
They'd be way too strong for level 18.
Maybe they just cut down their stats. I don't know.
Go, go, go! Maybe next time. Hey, the customer.
Let's go.
You have a weird sense of the term customer, Particio.
Come on then.
I think in the Japanese version, like, when he's like, when he says something sarcastically like, well, time for
Fine.
business, I guess.
Finished. I've gained valuable insight.
This sounds like something that would be like at a dance, like at a waltz or something, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, so Thurston and Floyd are over there.
No, you promised me. You said you'd help me bring the steam engine to impoverished towns that need it. Perhaps we made that promise, verbally, non-binding.
Yeah, always get it in writing.
Yep.
But you haven't forgotten the contract you signed with us, have you? All intellectual property rights related to the steam engine will pass to the Roque Company in return for provision of research funding.
Funny thing, they didn't provide the funding for this.
The Roque Company owns all rights to your steam engine. I'm sure our mutual boss will be delighted to hear that you've invented a better model.
Also, do you have a copy of your original contract? We need to double check it real quick.
Nevertheless, we have no intention of letting anyone else benefit from our property. Period. But... Forget your silly dreams, Floyd. They're not needed here. Silly? I won't stand for that.
So, good luck making another one without him.
This research can bring prosperity to people all around the world. Technology exists to make life better for people. That's what gives it value.
Well said, Floyd. I'm in complete agreement.
You again? This is an internal company matter. Leave.
This still sounds like music that belongs in an 80s buddy cop movie or something.
It really does.
True. I am an outsider.
Make me leave.
But I'm also Floyd's friend. So, I'm gonna say my piece. Don't you dare walk all over people's dreams. Especially not for personal profit.
You've made yourself very clear. I see now that you are an extremely inconvenient individual for our company.
So what are you gonna do about it?
If I had to say there was a flaw in Particio's chapters, I'd say that the boss fights feel a little bit forced, if that makes sense. I get why the game puts them in there. Because, like, you know, it's an
Howdy
RPG,
there, little doggy.
their bosses are things. But the fact that there are boss fights does, at times, feel a little out of place.
Yeah, this is not... Thurston is not the boss you fight. He's the guy that has the hired muscle that you fight, and he cowers and wets his jeans after you beat his muscle. He's that dude. But he summoned a dog on us. A dog that's possessed like that one creature we ran into, apparently.
This is Garnet, the boss's favorite hound. Garnet here has chased off everyone who interferes.
I will
with
say
our
that
auto-
Porticio does not kill a single one of his bosses. That includes the dog. The dog survives. Don't
Sounds
worry,
like a
everybody.
faithful
Yep,
and
him and
driven
Agni
band.
are the only ones that don't kill any bosses in their chapters.
Yeah, even the Door is still alive.
Yep.
Particio? We should run now.
Particio ain't going nowhere.
Nope, I ain't moving. Here's a bit of advice, Floyd. Sometimes you gotta fight to make your dreams come true. Come on now, doggy.
Bare knuckle boxing champion
Fight one
Orzarush.
another, dog.
All right.
That dog got bigger.
Oh, a lot bigger. Also somehow changed breeds.
That's not a hound.
Yeah, that's a bulldog.
Okay,
Bulldog-
let's see.
Bulldog that may be crossed with a pit bull.
Forgive me.
Yeehaw! Arrow of fortune.
Here.
I need a plan.
I'm not finding very many weaknesses here.
Let me look at you.
Right. Come on then. Here we go.
I had to look.
Let's use Mahina to see if we can find something, yeah.
It's just
Okay.
gonna attack with. It's just gonna
Fire.
attack with fire.
I'm just getting warmed up. Take this.
Here. Okay.
Well,
It
Think
dug
back.
and came up with the soul stone. Okay.
I mean, you can hold it in his mouth.
My prey awaits. Mahina!
Come on, there's another magical weakness there you could uncover. Just saying.
Now then. May your wounds be
Thank
healed.
you kindly. Bring it on.
I feel like this game, at least in terms of like core character abilities,
Coming right at you.
lacks like really good spear options.
And
They're
then
all in
staff
the-
is still-
They're in the warrior has a decent one, but I think you pick them up from other things.
Yeah.
Come on then.
Like none of them feel like that one move that old Barrack had.
Now then. A touch of poison.
Now then. Fire. All according to plan.
Nice one, Mr. Catapult, go, go, go!
Time to shut. I can do whatever I set my mind to. Forgive me. Right.
This thing has some decent amount of hit points to it.
Go on then. All right.
Not as much as the bird we just fought, though.
No, not as much as that.
This meddling youngster is a real thorn in my side. So, what are you planning to do?
Exactly what Floyd proposed. Share this here steam engine with everyone. Technology exists to make life better for people. That's what gives it value, right?
You haven't changed, Patricio.
About time you showed up.
Welcome to the Roque Company. My company.
Mr. Roque. It's been a while, hasn't it? I'm here to have a word with you.
Oh, have you finally decided to join my business venture?
No, sorry. Your time's valuable, I'm sure, so I'll get right to it. Mr. Roque, you deceived us, didn't you? After you left, poverty almost brought our town to its knees.
No, almost. It actually did.
Yeah.
I heard the truth from Gift's own lips. He said you snuck in that extra line in the contract when we weren't looking. You were the landowner we made that deal with all along.
Yes, you got me. I lied to you and your father. I wanted that silver mine, and I was willing to do anything to get it.
Mr. Roque, I looked up to you. But it seems like you've strayed from the path of righteousness.
I mean, I half expect him to start quoting the line that was made popular by Pulp Fiction right about now.
No, my name is the Lord.
Yes.
We're not laying my wrath upon me.
So let's settle this dispute like businessmen, with a transaction. Sell me the rights to the steam engine. I'll pay whatever price you ask.
What? You can't be...
Interesting proposal. I'm listening.
This here technology's an incredible thing, but monopolizing it will only bring tears. Even a merchant needs to understand that some things are more precious than money.
Particio, you are too naive and good for this world.
You can make a case that he is the big good for this setting. You can make cases for other characters being, like, the hero, but, like, Particio is the thing in the background doing good for the entire world.
Because he has every right to want to just take Roque here and beat him to within an inch of his life.
Mhm.
Wait till he heals and do it again.
Yep.
He has every right to be that angry and to want to exact vengeance. But instead, he's here trying to make a fair deal.
You don't say. Like what?
Like fighting for a better tomorrow. Things like this should be shared with the whole world. If I owned this steam engine, I wouldn't keep it to myself. That's for sure. Hear that, Floyd? That's the reason I believe in your dream.
Particio.
You really haven't changed in the slightest. You've convinced me. Let's make a deal.
You're gonna love this.
Sir, you can't mean to.
This is what I'm talking about. So, what's your price?
80 billion leaves.
I mean, we saw that coming, right?
Yep.
80 billion? That's outrageous! You could buy a kingdom with that much!
You said it yourself. This technology can make the world a better place. This seems a fair price to me.
Now see, we were willing to deal with you fairly. Let's see how Particio handles this revelation.
I see now. Clever as always, sir.
Shut up.
I've made up my mind. It's a deal. You want 80 billion? I'll give you 80 billion.
What?
A merchant never goes back on his word, right, Mr. Roque?
Of course. I'll write up the contract now.
The Roque Company agrees to sell the rights to its steam engine for 80 billion leaves.
Please modify this contract.
Thank you kindly.
Our contract has been made, Particio. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have much business to attend to.
Go on. I'll bring souvenirs next time I see you. 80 billion of them.
I'm looking forward to that day.
I overheard it all, Particio.
Of course you're here.
Yeah, you're that scrivener.
Industrial tycoon Roque Brilliant picks business fight with roustabout merchant.
So he moved up from vagrant, I see.
Yes. He's no longer a peddler, either.
80 billion leaves. This will be on the front page of our next issue for sure. It's gonna be big. Oh, I need to tell my brother about this.
You show up in a lot of odd places, don't you?
But where will you find that much money? It sounds impossible.
I'm Particio.
I talked big back there because my blood was boiling. But there's really nothing much to do except put in the work and build up my finances.
We have an arena.
What? It'd take hundreds of years to make that much capital.
I've got a hot tip for you, Particio.
Oh, that's so. I'll buy it.
There's a noble on the western continent that has wealth to rival even the great Roque himself. Goes by the name of Alrond.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Lord of a town called Wellgrove.
L.
Well,
Ron
now,
Hubbard.
Ain't that
That's what I was trying not to say.
A good deal. I've made up my mind. I'm going to see this Alrond. Mind shining my shoes?
Oh, it's the yellow guy.
Yep.
Hey there, son. Working hard, huh?
Sit right here. I'll shine those shoes to a sparkling sheen.
Good answer.
I'm working hard. I've got to earn enough to feed my family.
You know, with fingers that deft, I bet you could do a whole lot of different jobs.
God damn it! Not in this. Don't say that in this town.
Hey, you have anything you want to do when you grow up? Shining shoes is an honest profession, but it's hard to pay the bills with brush and wax alone.
I want to travel the world. I've spent my whole life in this town. That's why I want some sort of job that'd let me go places, see the sights.
That's a nice dream. A big one, too.
Yeah. Well, all polished up nice, yellow guy.
Ah, thanks, son. Now I can hit that dusty trail with my head held high. Never lose sight of your dream. You hear me? One day, I'll change this world. I'll make it a place where folk can do the jobs they want.
And that kind of ties back to what I was saying earlier about inventions and moving the technology tree forward.
Yep.
I promise you, it won't be long.
Now for something really cool.
Still the vagrant peddler.
I love how the end of his chapters is newspaper headlines.
Yeah. I can almost read that. It's almost written in English, just very, very... very, very stretched wording. And we have another crossed path open to us.
And
And a travel banter. However, we are at 34 minutes. So I think we need to kind of hold off on that. When we come back, we will do the travel banter and all the other travel banters. We didn't get to that. And then we will figure out where we go from here, because we have 4 options, really. So until then, take care, everyone.
Later.
Bye-bye.